Hello everybody and welcome to CTN Sports Game of the Week. I'm Nick Wisniewski along with Kevin, the Mayor Bryant. We are up in the Eagles Nest at Skyline High School. We've got girls hoops with Skyline Eagles taking on the visiting Pioneers. Kevin, what are we looking at tonight?
You know, when these two teams met the first time, Coach Hicks' squad, they really owned the court. Talking to Coach Lovelace, though, his squad has really been improving over the season. So, you know, at home, the Eagles here on their home court, best place to pull an upset. That would be a game of the week.
Well, exactly, as usual, we'll check it out. Tip-off coming up right after this.
Hey folks, thanks for watching. If you do me a favor, please leave a comment on some of the games you would like to view in the future, as well as hit that like button in the corner.
And as advertised, Kevin Bryant, here we are up high with a nice view looking down on this one. Tip-off ready to go. Second meeting between the Pioneers and the Skyline Eagles. And
not sure what we did to deserve these nosebleed seats. I'm going to have to talk to Andre.
No, that's what I'm saying. I like it up here.
You like it up here?
Shortest guy, I'll take it. I like the Eagles' eye view, so to speak. Second meeting between these two teams. The first one was all Pioneers, but both of us talking to Coach Lovelace, these Eagles have come a long way since that December meeting.
Young team, not a deep squad either. So, you know, the way for the Eagles to win tonight is going to have to be pressure and take advantage of their opportunities. The Pioneer defense is stout, though.
Yeah, Pioneer plays a strong man-to-man, and they're coming out to pressure. You're going to see that a lot, and they're going to put this ball handling test, put these Eagles ball handling skills to the test today.
That foul looks like that was on Jordan Davis. A little bit too much body. He kind of steps out here on that screen. Watch that coming across. She stepped over the screen, Nick, but then she lost her balance a little bit lower body contact. If they're going to call it like that, we might have a lot of whistles.
Yeah, here's hoping we can get some flow and pace to this game, and we'll see a little bit less of that. There's a nice dribble in by Zoe Reichert there, but couldn't finish. Pops it back out to number 14, Kennedy Wassett. No go there. Eagles, though, working hard to get some rebounds down there.
And doing a good job of getting extra possessions and extra shots at the basket. That's going to lead to them converting.
Yeah, and that's something that you've got to do when you're the underdog, when you're the scrappier team. You got to get down underneath and work hard to get those extra opportunities.
And playing great defense. That's a good stop on the side for the Eagles, and I'm sure Coach Lovelace liked the way his team, again, rebounded the ball well, not giving an extra opportunity for the Pioneers.
That's Angelique Carla bringing the ball up. She's a senior, never really played point guard before this year.
Really?
It was thrust upon her at the beginning of the season, and she's done pretty well in the role.
That's a tough job to take over in just one season, right?
Right, just
Point
like,
guard.
hey, you're in charge now, right?
Run the
You're
show.
gonna run stuff now, right? But I think the idea is you give that to a job to a senior who's more responsible and understands these things a little bit more rather than one of the younger players. Pop and go there by Jasmine Gatson, no go. But as we're seeing right now, these Pioneers are just quite a bit bigger right now.
Oh, I'm glad you said that bigger, because between Gatson, who put that one in, and Emmanuel Davis, 32 for the Pioneers, both of them big rebounders, as well as just going to be a tough challenge for this Eagles to keep them off the boards. And there you go.
That's a shot by Carla there, no go.
Oh, looked like an extra step there.
And very generous extra step and stop. But nonetheless, that's another bucket for the Pioneers. We've got a timeout, early timeout here by the Eagles and Coach Lovelace.
Yeah, and you can see Coach Hicks there. Everything's going the right way that he wanted to get going, especially that transition bucket there. That allows the Pioneers to set up that defense that's been stifling from a lot of different teams in the SEC Red. The Pioneers are 1 or 2 games behind the Kicking Mules. Bedford undefeated in the SEC Red on the girls' side, but Coach Hicks knows that his team is getting right to that point where they can compete in the tournament time. And for Coach Lovelace, it's about getting those possessions and converting those possessions.
Yeah, this is definitely for the Eagles. It's a one possession at a time type of program. It's a one game at a time type of program where he's starting from the ground up again. It's funny. Like I'm sure he'd rather us be talking about his girls rather than him. But he built that boys program
exactly
from the ground up, and now all these years later, he's starting in with the girls to see what kind of stamp he can put on that.
And you can see him overwatching the program again. He's the one that put the wood in this gym. He's got all of the banners of the 1,000-point scorers on the boys' side. So I'm really anxious to see, especially when some of the younger groups come up to the varsity level.
Yeah, and it's going to be a challenge for him. He's going to back to fundamentals, back to the most basics that you can get. But again, you can see this squad improving week by week, month by month.
Yeah, but maybe sometimes the one thing that Coach Lovelace really appreciates is the effort.
Yes.
That the effort is not indicative of the record.
No, right you are, and that's Abby Wan there with the steal. I was told that she is a warrior down low for the Eagles. She's going to grab tons and tons of boards. She might be that offensive rebounder. She might be that defensive rebounder, but she's that fighter that you want down low, working hard, and giving that maximum effort. Man,
that's an unfortunate call there. It looks like it's going to be on 14. Looks like an illegal screen coming up here, and we can see she did kind of step through a little push at the end.
Push through that. When you're extending your arms like that, you're going to get that called on you every single time.
And that was Kennedy Wasif on that foul. Again, look at the Eagles' defense. They're right up on the face of their offensive player.
Well, I think that's an interesting tactic, and I don't hate it. Honestly, we talked about how much bigger the Pioneers are than these Eagles, so I think the game is get out in the face of those interior passers. Don't let them get it inside to those bigger players.
Good reply. Good follow-up there. Oh, man.
Kennedy Wasif in the mix there, as well as some of her teammates.
Karkala, it looks like Karkala on that shot back that just is a little bit too hard.
Eagles back at it, still looking for their first bucket. Good handles there by Zoe Reichert.
Yeah, Reichert did look like she was just handling that ball very well, waiting for someone to come open. But that's what the Eagles offense needs to produce right now, is a little bit more movement.
Yeah, you're exactly right there. Being that little bit smaller, they've got to put the ball on the ground. And here we see Angelina Kakara again.
Hey, Ray number 4 there with a little hip check.
Well, when you are outweighing those players, you gotta swing that weight around a little bit and make sure that those smaller players think twice before they go in there.
Yeah, and hopefully the ref's not watching.
It always helps. There's Vita Kakarla now. Sends it into Kennedy Wasif. It seems like they're going to be looking for Wasif quite a bit right now.
Yeah, and it was a good thought on that play. And that's exactly what Coach Lovelace said. We're going to try and try and try. Sometimes it might not be successful. We're not going to back down, though.
That one, I believe we're going to call the block on Wasif.
Foul on 14, Kennedy Wasif for second, 2 seconds.
Second foul on Wasif. Yeah, she got up there. She got a lot of ball there.
Yeah, I think you got to, especially when you got a short bench, be aggressive, and hopefully the ref will help you out.
Jordan Davis at the line, shooting first of 2. Flat comes off that back rim. Pretty nice.
Shooter's touch.
Yeah. Riva Pacheva in as well as
wholesale changes.
Yeah. Sorry, there it was Meredith Fisher, second Eagle in there.
Reichert even showing her skills on the boards there, coming in and gathering that rebound. Good screen.
More effort there by Abby Wan.
Abby Yan had a shot at that one, just like you're saying. She's the person in the paint for the Eagles. Unfortunately, I think that was Davis that was Emmanuel Davis on that block. And there we go.
And Riva Pachava there puts the first bucket in for the Eagles. To much fanfare.
Hey, when you have the prep band in the house, you got to let them play.
Yeah. Pioneers now doing their best to work it down. Solid D down low by Meredith Fisher.
And there's where that size kicks in. You know, going right over the top was that Tranzigi?
And there's Pachava again. You see that ball. Lots of English on that one to go around the rim and fall in there. Bullock now at the line. Bullock missed that first one.
All of that
Carla back in.
I was going to say all of that, effort from the Eagles in this first quarter. You can see Coach Lovelace going to the bench as well as Coach Hicks.
Bullock missed the second. Jan pulls that one down.
Pioneers really extending that defense.
Yeah, they're really playing out. They're going to try to take advantage of what they think is a lapse in the play of the Eagles, but that's a strong finish by Pachava there. Riva Pachava, their second bucket now, 9-4 score, Pioneers with the lead.
Love the way that Riva allowed the defender to come to her and then just kind of attack the rack. Watch here on the replay, you can see the number 22 was out of position, came out too hard on the closeout. And Riva just a good shot off the backboard.
Yeah, she used her momentum for her there on that one and
like
finished that one well.
Good defense again for the Eagles. I love the 5-second rule because you just play 5 seconds on the inbounds play, you can usually get a turnover.
Yep. Right you are. Eagles now working the ball around much better than they were those first couple of minutes. And since they've come out of that timeout, the Eagles offense has really kind of found their niche here.
Yeah, and it looks like that last trip up court, Pioneers were in a zone.
And that's something that they don't do a lot of, but are going to throw out there every once in a while just to upset the tempo of their opponents. And that one's in.
Is that Warmont?
Yep, Warmont. Yep, exactly right.
Man, she shot that with a lot of conviction.
Yeah, total confidence shooting that one out of the corner. And she's going to be heading down there once again.
A little bit too aggressive.
Over-aggression right there at the elbow.
Oh, and you're talking about confidence, concentration, and cord.
Yeah, she had that player coming out right in her face, and she had no problem setting that one up.
She's only a junior, so for Coach Hicks, that's something that you can count on hopefully again next year.
Yeah, you'd like to have that kind of confidence in your juniors when they have no problem shooting the three-pointer like that.
Again, the Pioneers have difficulty with the inbounds pass against this Eagles defense. Gadsden's just too wide down there. Reminds me of some of the former Pioneers who used to play down in the paint.
Turman was one of them, and I believe that she's back helping coach this year.
Oh, really? Because I know she was at a local school.
And with that will do it for the first quarter of action here on CTN Sports Game of the Week. 14-4 currently for the visiting Pioneers, but you never know what you're going to get here on CTN. Stick around, we will be right back.
Greasy pizza boxes.
Ugh, glass bottles not emptied.
Yogurt containers with... Ew! Cat food still in the can is bad.
But oh, so good.
Hey, what are you doing?
Relax, Mom. We're here to help.
Oh, this stuff could ruin the entire recycling load.
Wow, I had no idea.
Chill. We'll show you the ropes.
Michigan needs to recycle better, and that change starts with you. Learn the rules of recycling at recyclingraccoons.org.
And welcome back, everybody, to CTN Sports Game of the Week. Second quarter action, getting ready to start. The Skyline Pet Band,
love it,
finishing it off with a little bit of soul from the Blues Brothers.
Well, you got to placate to some of the older folks up in the stands because we got a great crowd here tonight for this girls' game. But I tell you, love to have that atmosphere here at the game.
Yeah, anything that jazzes it up, no pun intended. That's the whole idea. As Jan goes right on that one. And the Eagles continue to just get chance after chance on the offensive end.
Yeah, and if they just take their time a little bit, I think they would either draw a foul or even convert some of those putbacks.
Man, I was just thinking the same thing. They're so quick. They grab it and then it's just right back up. Yeah, just maybe take a breath. Take one breath and you put that back up and you never know what you're going to get. And I know Coach Lovelace is down there saying or thinking the exact same thing. It's easy to say when you're up here, though.
Oh, yeah, because we have such a great view.
That is true. That is true. Pioneers come out swarming defense, swarming aggressive defense.
Yeah, and you can see that was Rayford Isom on the defense, and she was not allowing the Eagles to get that ball back. This is mine. Not a lot of turnovers from the Eagles mishandling the ball. They just like we were just mentioning, though, getting a lot of putback opportunities. Need to convert some of them.
No, but there have been plenty of turnovers from the Pioneers. Talking to Coach Hicks earlier, he mentioned that early on in the season, they were turning the ball over upwards of 30 times a game.
What?
And he says they were trying to pull it back, and they've dialed it back a little bit. They're in the 15 to 20 range, which is happy with. But 30, like, man, you can't
That's too much, yeah.
Also, to be fair, they've played some of the beasts of the SEC run coming out in the first month and a half. The Bedfords, the Salines, the Dexters. You're running that gamut. They're happy to come in and see some of the teams that are a little bit more on level with them.
And I bet Coach Hicks will attest. That's why you love high school basketball. It can improve from game 1 to game 15. Great defense. There's some turnover you're talking about.
Yeah, there's Jan again with a really aggressive play. Just can't quite find her stroke down there underneath the hoop. Not tonight, anyway. She's good to put up a double-double, also, according to Coach Lovelace. Oh, and that was a play from
that's
behind.
gonna be a
That
tough
was
call.
Kennedy Wassef. That looked pretty
That's going to be the
good.
3rd foul on Wassef.
And that's unfortunate because she's playing strong, she's playing aggressive, and she hasn't been rewarded, I think, the way that she'd like to be.
This is going to be tough for Coach Lovelace to keep her out on the floor, you know, and I'm not sure phantom call. That's all I'm going to say, phantom call. Because we saw the ball would come in.
Yeah.
And that especially on a player that's that aggressive, usually an official look the other way.
Exactly. You didn't hear a lot of slap of the hand.
No.
You didn't see a lot of body recoiling after it.
Exactly.
You saw a lot of the English on the ball and had that one come away.
Even on the slow-mo, let's see here. Did she get any part of her body?
It sure didn't look like she's got a pretty,
she didn't
pretty good reach there. She didn't even get any head or shoulders, seemingly from both angles.
No, and Gatson went up. It was looking like, hey, what happened here? So even the offensive player didn't turn around like that was a foul. Well, ball didn't lie.
And that's gonna be a 10-second violation there on the Eagles. They just couldn't get the ball across. It seemed like they were getting up there, and then they passed it back to their main ball handler.
Hey, I think that was a quick 10 seconds.
It sure seemed like it.
It seemed like a quick 10 seconds.
Like it. You know, usually you can look down at the referees and you can see that arm hinging at the elbow awfully slowly. I didn't see that anywhere along the way.
Still aggressive play here out of the Eagles. Love to see that. Look at that.
Despite that, they're getting in the passing lanes just like that, and they're giving these Pioneers everything that they can handle.
Hey, and they're causing a lot of turnovers with their aggressive style on defense.
Right now the trick is you got to get up court and you've just got to plunk a basket once or twice.
Well, look at Coach Hicks down there on the sideline, hands on head. I mean, he's anxious about all of these turnovers and hoping that their defense can produce some good transition points for the Pioneers.
Well, and another thing the Pioneers have got to do is box out. Like they've got to stop giving up these offensive rebounds. There's Yana coming in again, late to the party. There was 4 Pioneers, and she came in there under control, not overly aggressive, not banging bodies, but she went in there and caused some chaos.
Well, there was more contact on that call than the foul that was on Wassef on the other end, and it was a defender coming over the back. Man, I wish these officials could just at least play and call it consistent.
Maybe Jan takes a seat on the bench next to Wassef. Another miss for the Pioneers. We've got a little bit of scoring drought going on here, which is fine.
And a lot of good looks,
they're up by
too.
11. Long three-pointer. That one's front iron by Zoe Reichert.
And it is another good look, but just not producing right now for Reichert.
What you like to see, though, right there, Reichert back in the mix, pulls down that rebound. She sees
got a little fast break
up
action.
north. And Fisher can't finish that one.
Good look, though, by the player, and I think that was Bouchard.
Yeah, I saw you motioning with your hands
I was like,
up.
get it up
I'm
court,
surprised
man,
you were
get it
yelling
up
to
court.
send it. I'm surprised you didn't scream.
Well, it's those easy baskets right now that would really do that momentum and the momentum of the crowd, get them into the game as well, too, if the Eagles can just convert on some of these opportunities.
Yep, there's that long pass up to Fisher. Pioneers do a nice job of closing the gap on that.
Yeah, made that
forces
shot
her into an
difficult.
uncomfortable shot.
And I think Fisher, sometimes next time when she's watching this on our YouTube channel or watching it again on a replay, check out how you need to attack the rack. I think that she slowed down just a little bit, and maybe being a right-handed player on the left side of the court caused that.
Right, and you know, going back to like just trying to do fundamentals, that's easier said than done right now at this point, I think, for Fisher. But you're exactly right. You're not going to learn. One of the ways you are going to learn is watching.
Yeah.
And say like, okay, that's what I can do. Oh, I did have that extra breath that I could have taken and went up with that. Or, oh, this player coming in, they're coming in hard, but I'm bigger than them, so I'm not. I don't
cause
need to worry about
contact,
them.
yes.
Exactly right. Exactly right.
And to that, we'll leave it at this. Sometimes post players don't want to be that far away from the post.
Also true. Also a great point. Nice pass up and underneath there.
Boy, Davis came right into the body and no call.
Yeah, Hadley Sheffield did a really nice job of finding her teammate. And the Pioneers will once again find themselves at the charity stripe, but man, they've got to start taking advantage of these.
Yeah, see, the Pioneers are getting there, but they're not converting them. Next foul will be in a double bonus, too. That was a deep one, and you can see afterwards there was a lot of body contact on the shooter.
Yeah, you can get away with that every once in a while, but you can't get too aggressive on the post shot and box out.
And again, they're not converting on these free throws, and that's, I want to say that's about 5 in a row that the Pioneers have been at the line that have missed.
Conservatively, that's right. Lily Jones misses the first one on that one. Right, I mean, again, this scoring drought has been going on for a while, and you know, you mentioned it. Oh, great offensive rebound there and put back up by Jasmine Gatson, but she can't finish now.
And it's like everyone needs to take a little bit of a breath while they're down there because they're shooting these balls so fast. And they're, again, I understand you want to get it there before the defender gets to you, but you're not allowing that ball to release at the right release point.
Yeah, the composure of it has got to be worked on just a little bit here and there. Carla now crosses midcourt, gets it over to Angelique Carla.
I would think Coach Hicks would just sit back in that zone. Maybe that would help out some of the rebounding as well too. But, yeah. But it's not in their DNA, right?
Right. This is Pioneer. Pioneer likes to play that man-to-man.
What a shot! Emmanuel Davis on that ball. I believe that's her second, Nick.
Long three comes out wide there. Davis got the rebound there, and now the Pioneers going to try to play it up in transition. Emmanuel Davis, recipient there, and she's got 2 quick buckets in a row.
Well, on the defensive end, she closed out, and I believe she got a piece of that block. Went down court with her hand up because she wanted to finish and did well once she received that rock. So on the step through, great footwork and not travel.
Yeah, that's a great point and great call out there on her footwork. Just well done. There's a little bit of a give and go there for the Eagles, and that's going to finish. Riva Pachava, all 3 buckets for the Eagles right now. That gets the pep band up and going again. And that's probably just what the doctor ordered for the Eagles right now.
Exactly. They needed that bucket, and Riva's been the senior leader all season for the team. Coming in, nice over-the-shoulder look, but even better finish. Kind rim.
Yeah, and that's great communication, and that's great vision by both players to see that open up. And then finishing it right now, such a huge point.
To have the confidence with that pass over the shoulder with a defender in between you, I mean, that goes a long way of showing the maturation of this squad.
Yeah, and that's a next level type of play right there. Give and go, right? You know, we talked about fundamentals and doing those basic things, just dribbling low, getting lots of shots up, but the give and go is that tried and true next level thing for any high school basketball athlete.
And you love to see that as a coach, as a fan, just to see that progression, the growth of the squad, especially we only have so many games remaining in the season.
Eagles now inbounding underneath their basket. Picarla there looking in for Jan. That one, I believe, last touch by the Eagles, so that'll be Pioneer basketball.
That was a tough pass in there. Not enough space for that. Maybe want to bounce past that next time.
There's an interesting play, interesting pass down there. Muriel Powell just off. Jordan Davis with the finish for the Pioneers. Now 21-6 Pioneers.
Jordan Davis here comes in. Strong gather dribble. Love the way she put the ball on the ground and kept the ball on the opposite side of the defender as well.
Yeah, we're starting to see the confidence in these finishes with these Pioneers right now.
And this is what we're saying, Nick. If they the Pioneers as well as the Eagles, take just a tad bit of time and compose themselves before they go up on those shots, maybe they'll be converting like we just saw.
Yeah, and I think we're definitely seeing it with the Pioneers right now. Pass, kicks it out wide. That one hits top of the backboard there.
Yeah, Powell was shooting that ball a day before she received that pass. I mean, she was like, this is going up.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, there was no doubt in anyone's mind that shot was going up.
What? That was a call? They called a hold?
I think they did. They would call that on number 10, yeah.
You can always look for the youngest referee on the court, and their whistle is a humming.
Full court pressure by the Pioneers again. Jan does a nice job of
good
breaking
attack.
that pass. She broke that press really well. Zoe Reichert there goes in strong, but can't get that one to drop.
The Reichert has to continue to do that. Continue to do that. Good pass.
Aggressive D down there. Angelica Carlin. There's another Pioneer. Long shot, big rebound, and pulled down offensively by the Pioneers.
Yeah, Powell didn't like the corner, so she decided to come up around the arc. Same thing, though. A little bit long on that three-point opportunity.
Carlin doing a great job there, bringing those defenders in, and then finding that trailing player coming up.
That pressure almost cost Pioneer a transition bucket.
Ray missed that one, and now the Eagles are back in transition. Riker goes up fast, quickly, draws contact. We'll see if they call that foul on the floor or going up.
Yeah, Bullock looked like she caught Reichert as Reichert was going up. You can see Bullock comes in. And, I mean, that's a bang-bang call. That's the toughest call for an official.
Yeah, I thought Reichert had a clear and away shot at that, but no, Bullock came in and shut that one down. Reichert there, nothing but net. That is the first not Reba Pachava bucket for the Eagles so far.
As Zoe was a nice shot there, too. I like the way the arc is on her release point. I can say nothing but court.
Yeah, she had a little bit of a side dribble on that, a little Richard Hamilton action.
Yeah, and check this out. She's a sophomore. So just like we were saying for Coach Lovelace, he's got a lot. Oh, they're going to call that she went over the foul line on that free throw, and they're going to wave it off.
Oh, lane violation on the shooter is painful, just painful. Especially when it was so good. Like that, both of her shots were right in, no doubters. Pioneers back on the offense. You can hear Coach Hicks in the background yelling, "Move!" Not impressed with the motion of what the Pioneers are doing. High glass three-pointer, good by Clem Weber. Clementine Weber, if you want to get fully official.
I love Clementines. That's morning breakfast. But look at this. Did she call backboard? I'm not sure. She was backing up like she caught backboard, though.
That was even over the box. That's a special type of shot. Here we go back to Reichert's. Oh, she jumped and the foot went over.
A lot of contact there and no foul.
Zoe Reichert playing like her hair's on fire right now, going everywhere. And
that's what Coach Lovelace needs, to have that kind of action.
Yes, exactly right. No, with only 1 second to go here in this first half. And that will do it for first half hoops from the Eagles' nest. But the way this one's going, you never know what you're going to get come second half. So stick around on CTN Sports Game of the Week.
Veterans Memorial Park includes the Veterans Memorial Sports Complex, featuring an outdoor pool and indoor ice arena, lit baseball and softball diamonds, tennis courts, a 30,000 square foot skate park, meeting room, and a park shelter available to rent. The area was originally known as the Washtenaw County Farm Grounds. The park was given the name Veterans Memorial Park in 1955 in honor of veterans of the U.S. military and is commemorated by a memorial located at the southwest corner of the park. Volunteers play a large role in helping with maintenance and beautification at the park by removing litter, planting flowers, weeding, mulching, maintaining gardens, and helping to facilitate fun events at the ice rink. The Veterans Memorial Sports Complex includes a regulation-sized rink of 85 feet by 200 feet with spectator seating for 800. The facility's meeting room is available to the public to rent for birthday parties, holiday get-togethers, business meetings, and more. Outside, there are maintained paths, a seasonal sledding hill, and a ballot box located at the pool and ice arena parking lot. For more information, visit a2gov.org/parks.
I'm Dana Denha.
And I'm King Cross. Welcome to Measures and Crafting.
If you want to get your crafting fix, tune in to CTN and Arbor, where Keaton and I create one-of-a-kind crafts every month. Peace out.
Peace out.
Hi, I'm Brian Steglitz, Manager of Water Treatment Services for the City of Ann Arbor. I'm excited to talk to you today about Ann Arbor Water, the city's new brand for its water utilities. As many of you know, the city provides 3 water utilities: drinking water, stormwater management, and resource recovery or wastewater to its customers. This new brand allows us to combine these 3 utilities under a single umbrella, which will allow us to communicate to our customers about how these 3 water services are connected through a single resource, being the Huron River. If you're interested in learning more about our utilities, please come find us on the web at annarborwater.org.
And here we are back after the Pączki eating contest.
Oh, that was
down
exciting, wasn't it?
Why not?
I love
not?
halftime show, entertainment. Keep us, keep us in our seats.
Yeah, that time of year. That time of year, get out there, have a little fun, eat something, and then make sure you wipe all the powder and dust and plum sauce off the court and go for it.
Show your work. That's what I do on my shirts.
That's why you got to get a few different ones. Exactly.
So again, the Eagles come out with a good offense possession, Nick, but just still can't convert on the shot, because it's a good shot.
Yeah, if they could get their field goal percentage up to conservatively 35%, they're probably winning this game.
Yeah, and actually, Pioneer's helping them out because they are very loose with the ball. Each time up court, there's a potential for a turnover for the Pioneers.
And that does have something to do with the Eagles as well, though. They are being aggressive. They're playing hard. They're getting in those passing lanes, and they're really trying to nitpick on what the Pioneers are doing.
Emmanuel Davis just stepping right in the passing lane once again. But you see, you and I were talking in the break about the Pioneers. They seem to be bigger, more experienced, and maybe even on the scoreboard you can see that they're stretching out the lead. But I tell you, this Eagles team, they're not backing down.
No, they're not backing down. They're not having anything to do with this. They're going strong. There's Jasmine Gatson. And I think the word that I really want to use for the Pioneers, what's setting them above right now, is they're just a little more polished.
I got you. And that probably goes with this is the first year for Coach Lovelace on the sideline. He's trying to rebuild this program, similar to what he did with the boys program, and it starts building block by building block.
Right, whereas Coach Hicks, he's been on the bench over there for 9 seasons. He's got his girls, and he's got this program going where he wants to.
You see Gatson just, slicing and dicing through the interior of that defense for the Eagles.
Yeah, the footwork and protecting the ball going up and through there is huge in this game right now. There's a shot from the elbow there by Adeline Boucher. Great job of Boucher to recognize that was her chance to take that shot. Reichert now playing high defense on Haley Sheffield. And yeah, I think right now, defensively, if you're the Eagles, that's what you want to not let happen right there. I was just about to say, do not let these interior players even get it, because they're going to turn around and do something like that.
Well, just taking their time, I think Coach Hicks did remind his players we're bigger. Take your time on those layups, and we're going to convert some of them.
Right, and they've gone to the line enough. They're going to absorb some of this contact. And there we go, another really good interior pass. Davis misses on that one, but good rebound there by Gatson.
And you see how Gatson's just bigger, just outsides their players.
Yeah, Emmanuel Davis. More buckets for her. She's obviously a big rebounder, big scorer for the Pioneers.
Yeah, now over the season, Nick, she's the leading rebounder, so that kind of attests to her aggressiveness from finding that ball.
Yeah, getting not only defensive side of the ball, but offensively as well, a big part of it.
Foul 22, Jackson, reverse, team first.
Nice little free throw, 15-footer.
Yeah, Addie Boucher right there, that mid-range jumper. You don't see a lot in the game anymore, so if you've got that in your back pocket, run with it.
And the thing that I'd really look back at that shot is how she took her time with that. Man, Gatson's making space.
That's a great way to put it. Just cleared her out, not using her arm by any means.
No.
But yeah, just using that hip and bumping this much smaller player out of the way.
You lose a little bit of your size, and you can be surprised what happens in the end. And see Davis again down low. Like you were saying, Nick, on the offensive glass, never giving up.
Nope, yeah, if at first I don't succeed, let me try to do that again. That's how it goes, right?
Well, you can tell that Pioneers are playing a lot more confidence here in the second half. They've calmed down a lot from that anxious play that they had in the first half.
Yeah, calming down, and then just, the confidence. You just got to make a couple, and then everything else falls into place. Now they got to make a couple free throws maybe here.
Yeah, the free throw line is going to be something that Coach Hicks is going to have to work on, especially going forward next couple games.
Well, when you're so reliant on these bigger players down low, you got to get them to make these free throws because they're going to be getting these fouls.
And with this full court pressure. A little double dribble there.
Double dribble or a carry, yeah.
you know, they should talk about this because she never put the ball down. She put her hand back on the – they're going to call double dribble. Let's take a look at this again because it doesn't look like she stopped dribbling, right? She just let the ball dribble. How's that double dribble? How's that double dribble?
It was far enough away from her body. She never picked it up. You're right. I'd say, if anything, I think you call that a carry, right?
It would have been a carry or travel.
Yeah.
Oh, but she allowed the ball to dribble again. It's just like losing control and dribbling again. Again, consistency stripes.
Pioneers back on it. They seem to be rolling on the offensive side of the ball right now. Ball movement's going well, and players moving away from the ball. And then a nice shot there by Jasmine Gatson. Gets into the lane and hits about an 8-footer and sinks that one.
Yeah, it's just a nice touch on that pull-up.
Reichert from way downtown. Why not? She's just gonna fire up, right?
Well, why
You're
not?
down by 23. Just go for it.
Look at this. Jump stop, pull up, and just all cord. And from one of your post players, that shows some skill, some touch.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what you want as well. And if the Pioneers were hitting these shots in the first half, we probably have a running clock.
Oh yeah, this game wouldn't that. It's getting out there towards the running clock.
Yeah, the Eagles need to go out there and stop the bleeding, hit a couple of shots here. But yeah, Pioneer offensively, they seem to really be clicking right now.
Yeah, and they're fine. They're taking their time in this. When we say that, Davis, you know, kind of speeds up a little bit there. That
Almost
was a double
classic
dribble.
jinx right there. And that's got to be a travel, right? That's the travel, the up and down, whatever you want to call it there on Gatson. Although it seemed like she might have kept her foot. I don't know.
And even before that, it looked like there was a travel. Let's see here, one. Yeah, she shuffled her feet there. Good
that
time.
foot shuffled a smidge. Pioneers stay in that full court press. Broken and then dish out there. Kennedy Wassef back in the mix.
That was a great jump stop pass, and that's the way that Coach Lovelace likes to see his team play.
Yeah, that's a heads up play, heads up pass, knowing where your teammates are going to be. And communication is always such an important thing with high school sports, high school basketball, and it seemed like the Eagles were on the same page on that one.
And I think that was Ray, wasn't it? Or Rayford Ison.
The Eagles now playing fast break. Kakarla there misses that one entirely, but Jan working hard down low, as we've seen her doing all game long.
And that's just a nice play. And the Eagles didn't even have to, you know, try to go for the backcourt. I clap for you, too, on a play like that.
Yeah, it's had that player come up right in her face. And that was a nice finish there. Nice soft touch, drew a little contact there at the end.
Yeah, Ison, you know, really came in and didn't overshoot that ball. And she wants the ball again.
Sheffield on the outside. She's got some handles. She can handle the ball. Nice ball fake, goes in, draws contact from Jan.
Boy, did you see that defense by Kakala up front? Her foot movement going back and forth in between changing. You know, those are those little wins for Coach Lovelace. Yeah, a little bit of body there.
Yeah, a little bit of body. She was maybe moving a bit, but I don't know.
Jan was, you know, going in the same direction. So sometimes, you know, especially with a scoreboard like this, officials don't call those contacts that don't throw a shooter off of their shot.
Yeah. Now the Pioneers hitting their free throws too. A long pass down in. Vita Kakarla chases that one down before she gets it back along the outside and tosses it over to Sis.
Oh, now it's a nice scoop.
And Anjali there. Good scoop and score by Anjali Kakarla.
Good defense. Looked like the officials started to call the 5-second call. They're a little late. Somebody knows how to finger roll.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what you like to see, that smooth finish.
And even a lot more confidence on the shots from the Eagles here in the second half.
Yeah, it only takes one or two before you start feeling good about yourself, and you're going up with that correct mindset.
Yeah, they've doubled their output already from the first half.
And that's an and one for Abby Yuan.
They're starting to feel themselves. There's Jan on the finish.
Foul number 5, Jordan Davis. Her second. 2 seconds.
Good strong finish here going inside, taking the contact and maybe pushing off a tad.
That left arm was very aggressive.
That was a liberal call from the official right there on the play.
Yeah, that could have very easily just been a no call on both sides.
And you know, they're looking at the scoreboard now on those calls because they allowed a lot of contact from the Eagle player.
Back eye in there, but Kennedy Wassa battling to get that offensive board and then finishes.
I see you, Eagles. Lull them into sleep, and then you're going to make that comeback.
Look at Sheffield coming through, though. Handles all the way through.
Momentum is tipped. Momentum is swayed.
The big mo, as they say, for the home team right now, possibly.
You believe in momentum?
I do. I do.
too.
It's, you know, small swings here and there. It's definitely something you can feel. I mean, you played enough sports. I played enough sports. It's just something like that you just can't quantify. You just feel it.
Yes.
Everything just slides in the right way, and everything just moves the right way.
It's twofold, too, because the other team feels it as well.
That's right.
I mean, Pioneer players, you can look at their body language after their shot. A little dejected, a little bit of air coming out of their balloon. And this is the closest the Eagles have been since early in the game.
And the Pioneer, that one goes up. Pioneers cannot, for the life of themselves, come down with a defensive board.
Look at Coach Hicks on the sideline. The way he's looking down and peering at his squad. He's going to call a timeout and let them know how they're playing. That's a stern look. Doesn't look like he's breathed in about 2 minutes.
Well, he's going to let them work it out for themselves, I think, here.
Look at Coach Hicks there. Yeah, I think he's a little bit upset about the last 2 minutes of play out of his Pioneers.
Not stoked about where this scoreboard lies as of right now.
There goes the hands behind the head. That's that look.
Right, but we've talked about it. It'd be easy to call that timeout and try to calm it down. It's interesting to watch him see if his girls can dig themselves out of this.
A lot of coaches do that. Adversity. Iron sharpens iron. Whatever analogy you want to use, but adversity is what coaches really like.
Yeah, regardless, they've still got a 17-point lead. So I guess you do have the luxury of letting them try to figure it out themselves.
He can't watch. That's an animated
Oh no, he
Coach
sat down
Hicks.
though too.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think he's a little bit tired.
And another turnover by his Pioneers. And the Eagles now in transition. That one bounces away from Vita Kakarla, getting back into the swing of what's going on between the lines there.
That's fortunate for the Pioneers that the Eagles threw that ball away because the house was about to explode.
The house and the pet band, I think. And possibly those Pączkis coming back.
Oh, well, don't mention those
There's
again.
a lot of calories out there. You like plum? You like plum as a filling? I like plum.
I'll take all the powdered sugar.
Okay. Yeah, if you can give me some plum and some custards, that's where I'm at.
No, I want sugar.
Foul number 32, Abby Yuan. For third. Team 4.
All right, let's everybody focus here, shall we? Let's get back into this.
Hey, you brought up Pączkis.
By everybody, clearly I mean me. Pioneers back trying to work away from this funk. That long three-pointer might do it for him. That's a great way to get back on track. Haley Sheffield, buckets from three-point land.
Oh, just what the doctor ordered and what Coach Hicks really needed for his squad. I mean, he's still sitting down on the bench and he's squirting in the seat there and squirming around, but I tell you, great shot.
Well, it's so frustrating, though, because you come off of that great shot, that three-pointer, and then that exact same player that just hit that shot to get you out of it comes down there and commits just an unnecessary foul that far away from the hoop.
You can't build upon that three-pointer, and it allows the Eagles to slow it down again to get the momentum back going for them.
Right, it lets them drop a little bit of play here. There's 8 seconds left to go in this third quarter. And Kakarla there, windmill scooping around, and she hits it. Buckets for Kakarla at the end of this third quarter. And the Eagles are loving it. They are not close to this one, but they're feeling great about where they are at personally. Fourth quarter coming up in just a moment. Stick around, folks. We're going to have more plays like that for you in the fourth quarter on CTN Sports Game of the Week.
Catch up on FYI and other CTN programs at a2gov.org/watchctn.
Congratulations to CTN on its 50th year anniversary. I'm Barbara Lucas, producer and host for the former CTN program Green Room. Starting in August 2010, Green Room informed Ann Arbor residents of national and local environmental issues and through expert interviews provided tips and resources for eco-friendly living. It was an honor to host and co-produce this show that served the Ann Arbor community for over a dozen years. I really appreciate CTN for providing Ann Arbor residents the opportunity to produce their own TV programs. I hope CTN will continue this wonderful service, and I'm looking forward to its 60th anniversary, or even its 100th anniversary. Thanks, CTN.
All right, Kev, you just gave me that stat, and it's worth mentioning again now that we came back up on air. Tell me about that third quarter.
16 to 15. Pioneer only outscored the Eagles by 1 point that quarter. Huge.
And for the Eagles, 15 points, they've only got 22. They matched in that quarter. They doubled what they did in the entire
11
first half.
they had coming in at the half. I mean, total win if you're Coach Lovelace, because those are the type of quarters and moments that you can try to show this team on film while they're watching the rebroadcast of CTN's Game of the Week.
Yeah, just fast forward right to the third quarter.
Check it out.
Pioneers have got this lead back up to a 20-pointer, a 20-burger right now for Pie High. Jan there, high rainbow shot, but these Eagles refuse to do anything.
Not give up.
Yeah,
never
refuse
give
to let
up.
anything easy go by for Pioneer.
I tell you, it might not be the shooting or some of the other aspects of the game, but the effort is A+ out of the Eagles.
Yeah, and on the other side, as far as the Pioneers are concerned, they've had some spurts.
Yeah.
They've had some spurts of things that you like to see, but as we keep poking fun at Coach Hicks a little bit, but like his body language is saying it all. He's not happy with this performance, even though they're up 20 points, Ken.
Well, when we came into this game, we said, it was a big blowout at Pioneer a couple weeks ago, but Coach Hicks knew that Coach Lovelace, they communicate. These two coaches, they coach in the AAU circuit. They know what's going on, and Coach Hicks knew that he was in for a game tonight. And these are the games that you may still win, but the younger players and the players on the Pioneer team, they're looking at the record before. They're playing last year's team, not this team.
Yeah, you're right. There's Reichert up there. She's strong, man. She's just go. She's got a great motor, fearless going in there. And like we said, that's what you want to see from a team like the Eagles.
And then that lapse in concentration that just plagues the Pioneers. And they can't string together 2 or 3 good plays.
Long inbound, but they call that a travel there on Emmanuel Davis.
Wow, really? We got to take a look at that one, because, I mean, this day and age, you get...
He see Davis chasing that one down.
All right, where's her pivot? She was shuffling both feet at the same time and never really established a pivot foot.
No, you're right. They never established either one. That's exactly right. Yeah, and both of them just kept going before the ball got down to the wood.
Inbound plays, another indication of coaching.
Yeah, good coach is going to draw up something to get one, maybe even two players open. After that, it's on them to convert and execute where they go.
And the execution on the play, they might not have converted on that shot, but the execution of getting to that shot, that's spot on for what Coach Lovelace likes to see.
Pioneers now just going to try to take it easy, work it around, find a shot that they like. They got to get back in the habit of having those off-ball players find themselves open, and there they are, right there. Jasmine Gatson, whose name we've called an awful lot tonight. She's playing great hoops off the ball.
Especially here in the second half, it looks like she's really started to take her time on those shots. In the first half, she was rushing them.
Yeah, calmed down, taking a few breaths, and has gotten her composure there, and her game has shown it so far in the second half. Carlin there slapped that one away. Johnny on the spot there was Jordan Davis. She hustled to get that one out there. I thought she was going to come up with it.
Substitution Eagles, number 23, Maya Richards.
Coach Lovelace is arguing with one of the officials about that call, was not too happy about it.
I feel like you can only handle it for so long before something's going to come out. And I think that he's reached his point for this evening, for this Tuesday night.
Kettle's boiling. Good effort.
Yeah, I was joking with Coach Lovelace the other day. You know, he said, obviously at this point in the school year, as he is a teacher, he is a math teacher. Yeah, he's just got long days and long nights, right? You know, he's got class all day. You come and do practice. You got to talk to a joker like me in the afternoon, and then you got to go home and grade papers afterwards, right? It's a grind for him. And on Tuesday night, you can only see so many calls you don't care for before you speak up.
Yeah, but he's been doing it since they built this place, so I don't think he knows anything other than what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't think there's any place he'd rather be on.
Yeah.
Whether it's not here or in the classroom, I completely agree with that. Just a dedicated dude, just all around, bleeding Skyline blue.
And he's what a lot of these younger players have saw when they were in the bleachers watching when the boys were winning and when the Skyline girls team was winning a lot more games. Yeah, Pioneers taking their time here in this fourth quarter, not really attacking the rack.
No need to rush. Wait for your shot. You're up. You've doubled your opponent's points right now. We got 44-22. You know that you can dominate down low, so there's no need to rush shots. There's no need to just launch unnecessary three-pointers. Get those players open down low, or draw a foul and go to the line and work on this aspect of the game.
Yeah, because it really, this is one of the areas of opportunity for the Pioneers.
And even this one's coming around a little bit.
It is. Well, they've had a couple opportunities at it. So, yeah, you expect them to start hitting a couple more of these.
Yeah, they've had more than one opportunity out there. Faith Palmba's in now.
That is a massive brace on her leg.
Yeah, that brace means business. You don't want to collide with that.
No.
Yeah, you don't want to knock knees with that.
Maya Richards. Wow.
Richards now finds that outlet
cut
pass.
There.
Palmas, though, comes right in and gets right in the middle of the action, which is what you love. Get off the bench and get some.
You know, I'm not sure if they're really doing the fouls on the clock, because it seems like even they're doing it by quarter, that there's more than 3 fouls already on the Pioneers, or more than 1 foul on the Pioneers.
It feels that way. It feels that way. We're just going to have to take the clock's word for it. Reichert now with a very, very stutter-steppy dribble there.
Yeah, and it looked like she almost palmed it, but good pass.
Good pass. We've got an injury down there. We've got a Pioneer player down on the ground. She's holding shin or knee. I think that's Clementine Weber down there.
Yeah, I think she twisted her left ankle because she's grabbing that left lower leg. And that's unfortunate for the Pioneers.
Yeah, we've seen some nice play out of Weber tonight. I mean, we've seen, again, good play up and down from all the Pioneers.
And you can see her reaching down here, and let's see. Oh, wow, that was a really bad, player falling into her leg, and you can see her ankle just take the brunt of it.
Yeah, when you've got your teammates full force coming in, just on the wrong way. And we've got Coach Hicks out there. We've got some of the other support staff out there. She's still sitting down, and they're talking through it. But she has managed to get up on her rear end a little bit. She's not just hunched over the way she was before.
And Nick, one of the things that you can say about being a younger person is sometimes you're a little bit more flexible. Those muscles and those tendons aren't as tight, and so you can take some of that contact. Let's just hope that this is something that is a little bit worse that we saw, and it turns out a little bit better.
You're absolutely right. You or I, our golf game would be done for probably 2 seasons if either one of us do that.
I'm still hurting
and
watching
thankfully, Weber's up. She's walking off on her own.
A lot better than I would have.
Oh yeah. So that's what you like to see. That's what you're happy for. She got the applause from the away crowd, which is great sportsmanship in A2. If you're playing your crosstown rivals.
Well, that timeout allowed the Eagles to come out and set up that pressure and almost turned it over.
Eagles back in the full court press, and then Jan there with the takeaway and the finish. I thought she was going to dunk it, man.
Well, Jan, again, takes her time a little bit.
And Reichert scoops up that offensive board and gets herself another couple of points.
Well, the effort. Reichert, watch here when Reichert follows into the play. You see her out of the play. Normally, you wouldn't even hustle when your player is going to shoot a layup, but she just kept into the play and followed it up well.
Yeah, she marked her player, got in front of her, and then, had something to show for it.
Wow, I think they're going to call – are they going to call that one on Jan? I thought Jan actually took the brunt of that contact.
Yeah, I just feel like, again, on a play like that, that's just a good no call. I feel there's contact from both. There's aggressiveness from both players.
Let's see if she's set. Ooh, she's set. Man, what is the deal on
I
that
don't know.
call?
Like maybe that angle might not have been so great. Like maybe she sent her hip out.
But it didn't look like Jan leaned or anything. Looked like she was pretty set on this pick.
She stuck that leg out a little, but I don't think you're right. She was set. She was there. Eagles back at it. Jan gets a chance to make up for it there. Hits that one off the glass.
And you can tell the Pioneers are not pushing it up the court as aggressively as they were before, trying to possess the ball and not turn it over.
No, but no give up from these Eagles. They're still going down there. They're still scrappy, going at it, 2 hands, trying to get at every single ball.
I wonder what that is, how that plays inside the mind of the Pioneers. We're beating you guys by 20-plus points. Why aren't you slowing down? In your place.
No quit for these Eagles. And there's Reichert again, the up and under, the smooth up and under. Buckets the way you want to see it.
Well, a lot of teams aren't going to want to play this Skyline squad in a couple of years.
That's a great way. That's a great point. I mean, honestly, I think a lot of SEC Red teams aren't going to want to play them this year.
Yeah, because they could scare some people and upset some folks with they don't know how good they are because they're so young and they're coachable. You can see from the inbound plays to all of the set on plays on offense. Those players are coachable.
Right, and again, imagine they hit a few of these shots, hit a few of those shots in that first half, on top of all these extra scrappy buckets that they're getting. Sky's the limit for a team like this.
Oh, and that puts more pressure on the Pioneers, because they're coming into this game thinking we're going to just blow these folks out.
Isom hits the first one.
And this is what I like to see. Coach Lovelace is he's going to empty the bench right now, because if you're a player on the Eagles squad, you practice hard, you deserve to get in the game.
Yep, right you are. And with 2:38 to go in this one, they're going to get some quality PT. But now you got to go out there and prove it, right? You've got to play every bit as scrappy as those other girls were doing. Pioneers staying in that aggressive man-to-man defense right now, putting the pressure on these lesser-used players for the Eagles.
Good thought process there, though. Good pass there by 22.
Yeah, you just like to hope that your player's cutting in on the baseline.
Exactly.
Eagles, again, despite being down 20, playing hard, keeping with that press.
It looked like a double.
And that's what you like, that's what you do. Strong hustle, getting back, getting in the passing lane, and you get a turnover, just go for it.
You know, if we had, once we get our statistician getting us those numbers on the turnovers, actually, I think Eagles have won the turnover battle tonight.
If someone was keeping numbers on the turnovers, their wrist is in pain right now from all the check lines. There's been a lot on both sides. It's been a busy week.
Yeah, you're running through a couple number 2 pencils.
Yeah, you got to sharpen it. Fall away shot, no good for Eisen.
Right on cue, that player dove right to the floor. I believe that was Rayford Eisen. And she's got a lot of energy, a long player. And likely she's sliding into second base.
But still going at it. There she is. Like you said, she's using that length. She almost came up with that offensive rebound. Yeah, these Eagles out there right now just feel a little scattered. Nice ball fake there, though. That's the mark. That's a double dribble right there. Yeah. That ball fake is the mark of a composed player.
Yeah, and you're watching the players because you practice against the players that are out there, you know, that are starting and getting some action. So, but this type of play, just a little bit too many dribbles there, but you're learning. And you're getting meaningful game time. So that's something they can build on.
And importantly, you can see her laugh it off on that replay. She knew what she did. She knew that, isn't it? Not upset. Not, hey, look, what did I do? She knew it. Up and under action there by Jordan Davis. Bullock now to the line. Seen her there a couple of times. Back iron. She looked back to the crowd, not impressed by the sudden throat clearing there by the student section. But again, these student section players are still involved. They're still dialed in. Everybody's still a part of this game, which is what you like to see on both ends of the ball, both sides. Pioneers now happy to work it around the perimeter, still waiting for that open shot down low. Ison with a long two, but offensive board by Jordan Davis. Davis, long cross-court pass. That one up by Ray Powell, no good, but the Pioneer offensive rebounding, stellar. They're not giving up either, right? It'd be really easy for these girls to just miss a shot and then hang their heads and pull all the way back, but they're not doing that either. They're working for those offensive rebounds. They're working just as hard. They're out on this aggressive defense, and neither team is giving any quarter. Neither team is ready to quit, and this is exactly what you want to see in high school sports. And no quit in any of our CTN crew as well. Kevin down there getting ready to get out the key player of the game, but we're talking about everybody that makes this broadcast possible. On camera tonight, 3 super professionals: Katsumi Tim Nagai, Mo Sizlak El Mazri, and Jelani Embry, all on camera tonight. Audio replay tonight, Jacob Still Married Smith, and of course, the instigator, the one that brings it all together, our director, Rob Cross. I am Nick the Jinx Wisniewski. Thank you for joining us for another CTN Sports. Still got 36 seconds to go, and once this one is all finished up, we'll have Kevin Bryant down on the court with the presentation of the key player of the game, a key that is getting quickly filled up after its nearly second full season going through the rounds. Long two there by Palmbos. .26 seconds to go. Pioneer with a really comfortable 52-28 lead. Inbound to Ray Powell. She's showing off her handles a little bit. Goes lefty-righty, no problem crossing over or through the legs. Handling seems to be one of her strong points. And the Pioneers will be happy to dribble this one out, but in true Skyline fashion with this team, no quarter given until that final buzzer, which will bring an end to this one. Pioneers coming away with this victory, 52-28. But stick around for one more minute as we will have Kevin Bryant down with our key player of the game. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, I hope you like what you're watching, and if you do, hit that little like button and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at A2CTN Sports. And welcome back to our CTN Sports Game of the Week. I have Jasmine Gatson, our player of the game. Jasmine, I'm going to give you the key, and I want to ask you this. You guys didn't have a clean game. You had kind of a sloppy game going back and forth. What was Coach Hicks's message to you at halftime?
At halftime, he just told us to kind of like play our game and kind of settle down and go through our stuff and take our time because we were just rushing a little bit.
Yeah, we could see that. And we actually commented a couple of times that, you know, the shots, you guys had a lot of open shots, but you're just taking too quick in the first half, right?
Yeah.
Well, in the second half, I saw you do some great footwork. Down low, you had a couple quick pull-ups. What's it like to do that?
It feels pretty good, you know, because I like work on a lot of that stuff. So to be able to do it in the game and, you know, do it with my team on the court, it's really fun.
Well, this is a eventful week for you guys. After this game, you got the Saline Hornets coming up on Friday. What did you take from this game that you can apply to the next game?
Kind of we could just take to, you know, start off better and start off, you know, getting into our stuff a little bit quicker, not starting off as slow, so we can just be more successful.
Well, with 14 points, congratulations, the key player of the game. I'm going to have you go ahead and put your name on there anywhere you like. Nick, go ahead and send us out of here from the Eagles Nest.
Thanks, Jasmine. Thank you so much, Kevin Bryant from the Eagles Nest. Pioneer High School 52 over the home Skyline Eagles 28 here. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on CTN Sports Game of the Week. We will catch you next time.
You know, else they keep on the top shelf besides the goals?
What's that, man?
The peanut butter.